Are you ready for some football? Well, you should be, because Madden NFL comes out this time every year. It's not a surprise, folks. What is a pleasant surprise is that Madden NFL 15 turned out to be one of the better years for improvements to EA's long-running football sim. We've got a majorly revamped defensive system that makes defending exciting again, improved play calling, and a system-wide focus on fine-tuning aspects of Madden that have been stationary for far too long. It looks wonderful on the PlayStation 4 too. For years, defensive play in Madden has always been a chore you have to do between the fun of trying to score. Things are different this year, and it's a hugely important and long overdue upgrade. Defense now feels impactful, like you're in charge of how things play out instead of waiting for the offense to mess up. It does this in two ways. First, you have this all-new defensive camera that faces towards the quarterback. You get to stare down your primary objective during pass rush and race right towards him as soon as the play starts. Fighting your way through the offensive line with the mashing of face buttons is an exciting charge. Then, if you manage to break free, you actually get to control how your tackle attempt plays out. It isn't just about running at players and hitting them. You can choose to tackle high or low, and even modify the intensity of your hit. It's all contextual and built toward being more realistic. This is increasingly important as the wonky physics system introduced in Madden 13 is still present, though slightly more refined. The only bummer is that this new defensive camera doesn't work in local multiplayer. That's a pretty big downside, but it's a non-issue if you play online mainly. I'm also thrilled to see that a new play calling system has replaced the simplistic suggestions from last year with something that strikes a great balance between complexity and ease of use. Instead of requiring you to dig in depth or simply handing you a play, Madden NFL 15 uses context to provide helpful play choices. Say that you're sitting at 1st and 10. It'll take statistics for your opponent's typical defense in this situation and pair that with your common moves to provide you with the best play choices. You can modify these based on what you're looking to accomplish with the plays as well. So if you want to take it strategically and not go for the big yards, it'll suggest different plays on the fly to help you accomplish that. After years of EA trying out new systems that never seem to work out, this is one I'd love to see stand the test of time. All my favorite parts of Madden are still around too, including connected franchises and Ultimate Team. Actually, I'm more a fan of the offline franchise and wish it wasn't always trying to keep me online and engaging with friends in a fantasy football-like setting. Sometimes it's nice to just build out a team and play on my own schedule. Ultimate Team has been slightly revamped to streamline the team building systems a bit, getting rid of your reserve deck and focusing on your main team. That should be your main priority anyway, so the change works out great. Unfortunately, the card pack microtransactions are still here and still feel a bit gross, as if to capitalize on my impatient nature interacting with the player progression system. After the letdown of Madden NFL 25 last year, Madden NFL 15 feels like a mostly fresh start for the series. The increased emphasis on defensive play, a great new play calling system, and the return of longtime favorites makes this year's Madden one of the best in recent memory, even if it could still use some work in regards to its stale commentary and long-standing bugs. As a lifelong Madden and football fan, I'm impressed. This year's game is both exciting and reassuring that EA Sports isn't wasting opportunities to improve the series. For more on all things Madden NFL, stick with IGN.